Watching him was like watching clean water flow over rocks, and I reckon that was what Andy McLeod looked like when he played. Please put your hands together as Bungie comes to stage. 340 games, the club record holder between 95 and 2010, premiership player 97-98, Norm Smith medalist 97-98, three-time club champion, five-time All-Australian, including captain in 07, AFL PA MVP. Baptist Beach, pre-season premiership player, pre-season Michael Tuck medalist. Best player I've ever seen, Andrew McLeod.
Well, I thought I'd better not prepare a speech because every time I've done it, I've either left it on my computer, left it in a hotel room, or just forgotten about it. So I thought I'll just take my menu up and I'll ad lib a bit. But, yeah, look, obviously a very humbling experience. Very honoured to be inducted into the inaugural Adelaide Football Club Hall of Fame. I know why you brought the kids up, Mods, now. Stop you from getting emotional. That's a good ploy. Tony Modra, great to see Mods up here. And, you know, he's growing up as a young bloke and coming to Adelaide. I remember watching the 1993 prelim final in the Jabiru pub. I was playing a pre-season game for the mighty Darwin Buffaloes, and I was barracking very hard for the Bombers and Michael Long. I know. Little did I know, every year later I'll be donning the colours of the mighty Adelaide Football Club, and I wish I could take that back, and I wish the boys won that game, but anyway. Michael Long went on to win a Norm Smith medal and win a premiership with Essendon in '93 for the Baby Bombers, and probably inspired me to, along with a lot of other Northern Territory champions, to really want to see how far I could stretch this, or see how far I could take my footy. And so it was probably a bit of a defining moment for me as a young 16-year-old, and coming to Adelaide the next year and playing for the Mob down the road, and you know, it was a great experience, and you know, very grateful for the time there. And I remember, you know, the AFL being such a, I looked at those when Mods talked about wearing the sunglasses and saying, you know, the old catchphrase of the, you know, the future's so bright we need to wear shades, but I don't think I've ever seen a greater or a bigger superstar than in football, and I've played with a lot over my journey, and Tony Modra is certainly the biggest superstar I've ever seen. And you know, seen the footage and heard the story, and Bill tells it so well. That you know, very fortunate that at a time in my life, well, I was very wet behind the ears and didn't really, I guess I didn't appreciate, I didn't know what the future would hold, and you know, I was causing my mum and dad a lot of stress. Someone like Bill Saunders and at the time the recruiting manager and Jim Johnson would step into my life, and I guess, you know, as all the great stories say, that you know, the rest is history, and it's been a long journey, 20 odd years. I spent more time at the Adelaide Football Club than I actually have in Darwin, so I guess the Adelaide Football Club to me is family. And I remember Goody. I remember Goody giving a speech a few years ago when he was captain, and he talked about the footy club being a family, and he went through the people and the involved and the players and so forth. And the thing that really resonated with me was the fact that it was all about the people. And the people includes everybody. It's not just, we hear about the inner sanctum, and we hear about, the different levels of hierarchy and players and so forth, but the thing for me that stood out when Goody talked about that was the people, and the people make the football club. And I sat there and thought, you're right, Goody, and it's no surprise that Goody's gone on and created his own pathway in what he's doing, and he's got bigger things to come. But it made me think about the football club and what it means to me. And I've been in a fortunate position that I was afforded the opportunity as a young, and I'll sit here and my nose runs as a snotty-nosed 18-year-old, and to play the game that I love and pursue something that I just didn't know what was going to happen. I didn't know where it would end up, and I played with some unbelievable players. I was pretty lucky to be in the right place at a few times, and at the end of the day, and Benny Hart alluded to it a bit earlier, is that I wouldn't be standing here if it wasn't for the people that make this football club what it is in that 25-year journey. And although we're still, I guess, in our infancy as a football club, we've got some great history, and we need to build on that. And hopefully the new generation of players can do that for our football club. I guess I'm very proud, and I'm very comfortable where I sit amongst the football fraternity, and I don't see myself as anything special. Just a kid who had a dream and was able to pursue that. So, in that, I guess, I don't know, shouldn't be getting emotional, but I'd like to thank, obviously, my family. I played a huge part, and my dad. Just glad that he could be here, and to share in this. I guess it's just as much as part of him and the rest of my family, as well as my wife Rachel, who's been there through the highs and the lows, and to also my two kids and Connor and Maddie, and this ward for me is not about me, but there's some really great people in the football club who I think should probably be standing in this position before I do. But like I said, I'm grateful, and I thank the Adelaide Football Club and the people of the Adelaide Football Club for allowing me to be a part of your family.